All right, so we're going to do a deep dive into support and resistance on this lesson. So we learned the basic ones, drilling the top of the wicks and also blocking out the wicks, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper into really where support and resistance forms. These are key levels in the technical analysis that can help traders identify potential buying and selling opportunity. Price level that price has a difficulty falling below, so support, supporting price up, and the reverse of that is resistance, where price can't get through it and it falls back down. So identifying these levels can be done using a variety of methods, using trend lines, moving averages, chart patterns. There's a lot of different ways people do it, so you may see other people marking them up a different way. I'm going to show you how I use them and what works for me. Hopefully that works out for you. But again, understanding how to become a trader and being a great trader is knowing there is no one answer. It's what can you use, what is easy for you, and package up a system that is going to help you get the probability on the right side of the market and get your profits out of the markets. So let's dive into the chart and it'll make more sense. I'm going to take these off, but I am going to turn on our EMA, which is free in our Discord. If you haven't already joined, there should also be a link under the when you join this course of this free indicator. So what this one is it default is a day, but I like using the 2 or 4 hours. So let's do the 2 hour. And basically behind in the coding section, we have a 7 EMA and a 20. Once that 7 crosses under that 20, it turns red. And once the 7 crosses above the 20, it turns green. And it's pulling the 20 from the 2 hour time frame and putting it on the 15-minute chart. No, it's a little confusing, but you don't have to worry about that. That is why we built this indicator. So let me take these lines off. Keep it clean for us. Okay. So let me remove all drawings. Okay. So support and resistance. Using this trend line, this is a support area. But it's not just that. This is going to get a little complex, so just follow with me. We will make sure you understand all this fully in the Advanced Trader course, but I just want to show you a more complex support and resistance levels. So one could say this area to this area is the support. So from this bottom wick right here, let me turn the magnet on. From this wick up to these bodies. So this entire range is the support area. Now, if you look at what I just did without even measuring out this candle, that is an order block right there where price went down and reversed, broke through right here. So it's almost identical to that order block. So either way you look at it, order block or the support and resistance zone, it lines up perfectly. Price supported here. It did go below, but it still stayed green, so we didn't have a crossover to the downside, so you're still looking for buys. And you either get that aggressive entry right here, and you're like, okay, I do not want to go below this. If it goes below this, there's a chance we are reversing. We're already below this. This might end up turning red. And right here at the liquidity, you're looking for profit. Now, why would this not be a support or resistance zone, I should say? Well, look, our moving average, our EMA, is pointing green. Price is above it, so that's bullish. We didn't have a crossover. We had this support zone or order block, whatever you want to use. Like I said, we'll differentiate these in the Advanced Trader course. Just follow with me and get a general understanding of how support and resistance works rather than drawing up specific exact zones. So have this area, price supported, showing bullish. We don't expect price to resist here. We want price to go through here, which it did. But our TP is right here at this zone, just in case. Look, it went through it and came back. It might have scared you out. So we get our profits at key levels. So that would be one entry, 1 to 6. Now, if you want to play the safe route, price went below that, hit here. I gotta turn the magnet off for this one. Let's say you wanted to get entered once price came back above this moving average. So you would have put it right there, because this candle hasn't been updated yet. So the moving average is right here. Same thing. You don't want price to really go below this. And now, because you're a little more aggressive, you could put stop loss all the way right up against that, because if it broke through, it should not come back down at all. And then you do the same thing right there. A little bit bigger risk, 3.4 versus a 6. So both winners, both are not wrong. Whatever you're comfortable with is what you're going to be doing. If you're a more aggressive trader, you'll be doing something like this. If you want to make sure the price is in your way, something like this is a little more safe, but not guaranteed. Price could still come down here. And then let's do once price flips, so it turns red here. What would be a resistance level? Well, price broke through this area. And again, we could do a zone from this body down to this wick. That wick down to this body. And draw it out. And what do you know? Price went under. This turned red. Broke through this area. Came up. Tested it a few times. And then sold off. So that is more similar to how I use support and resistance. It's not identical, but it's pretty close to the same areas, and I think this is a safe way to use it rather than just drawing a single line. You want an area where price comes back into, something like this. Price went through, you could have got in on this one or this candle, either one, if you wanted to play safe and wait for a up close or just a bigger retracement, or you're aggressive, want to get right in. Stop loss could be in two different areas. It could be here, or you could be super aggressive right above the moving average. Now, where would you put your profits? Where this old zone was is 1. And if you're being super aggressive, you're going to want to go into this area right here. Play it on the safe side. Down here, 4.7. Keep in mind this is a 15-minute chart, so you're holding on these a little longer than I like to. I'm usually on the 1 to 5 minute time frames, something a little more quicker. I would have missed this main move, but it's all right. I like to get in and out as quick as possible. Just showing you guys examples of the moving averages. Hope this cleared this up with support and resistance with the moving average. And like I said, in the advanced trader course, we'll really dive into these. We're just slowly building your foundation and getting you deeper and deeper into the understanding of trading.